Over in New York, he's an early-stage entrepreneur running the New World Institute. He's got a great idea, but the first thing he needs to do is find someone to do his design work for him. So he searches on the Swop for design. Now what you'll see is that returns a list of suppliers who are willing to work for you to help you out with your design work. And they are offering work for a currency called favour points. Now favour points, like any other currency, does what you'd expect. If you do work for somebody, then they will pay you in favour points. You can then use those favour points to buy services from that particular firm or from any firm on the Swop. Now, Paul is particularly interested in finding a supplier in North America, so he quickly switches over to the map view, and he discovers a company based over in San Francisco called Design About Town. So he clicks through to the company's homepage. Now, every company on the Swop has a homepage with standard information on it. You can get a bit of background on the company, you can see reviews of other people who have used that company, but in addition, you can watch a video. Now, part of our business model is we're freemium to start off with, but as we grow the network, we'll probably offer one-on-one videos, which we're doing for free at the moment as a premium service. So he watches the video of Solana, who runs Design About Town. Now, as he's watching the video, he hears Solana mention the fact that she's just redesigned all the TechCrunch 50 logos, which indeed she has. And Paul thinks this is pretty cool. So he phones up Solana and says, look, I'd love to do a deal with you. How can we structure this? And she says, I'll tell you what, I'll put half my fee in favour points and half my fee in cash. Now, we don't force you to use our platform to do the transaction. You can phone these guys direct, you have a direct contract with whoever you're dealing with. We're a big fan of keeping things very open and very simple. So Paul's now pretty pleased. He's got his design work done at a very reduced cost, and he notices there's a review on Solana's homepage for Design About Town from a PR company. Now, he's got his website now, his idea's good, he needs some PR help. So he clicks through to this PR company. Now, this company is brand new. It's based out in London, called New Approach PR, run by a girl called Jessica Johnson. And because they're brand new, the first thing that they need is some reference clients. So Jessica is willing, for the first set of clients that she has, to work purely for favour points. For one really good reason. She needs a website, she needs a brand, she needs her own marketing, she needs all other services from people on the Swop. So they do a deal, and Jess does Paul's PR for free. Now, Paul at this point is feeling pretty chuffed with himself. In about 1 minute, he's probably just saved himself about $20,000 that he would have been spending anyway. So he decides to pop out that evening for a drink. Now, in the bar, he bumps into a friend of his, a chap called Ryan Terpstra. Now, Ryan is running another business in New York called Celerity Financial. Now, this is a very different gig to what Paul was doing. Ryan is fully funded. What he's actually now looking at doing is building up the capability of his team. So he searches for business advice on the Swop. And what he finds is a company specialising in a similar area to Celerity in the financial market data space called Data Explorers. And the CEO of that company is an incredibly seasoned entrepreneur, Donald Smith, who's done 4 or 5 startups and knows a lot about how this sort of stuff works. So Ryan does a deal with Donald, pays him some favour points. Donald uses those favour points to upgrade his website for Data Explorers. And over time, Ryan and Donald become friends, and a few weeks later, Ryan offers Donald a seat on the board of Celerity. So that's the end of the story. And what it shows you, there's 2 key aspects to the Swop. The first is that for every startup here, everybody watching on Ustream, you could be saving yourself tens of thousands of dollars very, very quickly by exchanging resources that you already have in-house for services that you need. Now, So to the personal story instead. So we've been setting up the Swop over the last couple of months, and we need to find a designer to help us out. So we exchanged some of Tim's services, who's a technologist, in return for some design services from Form Advertising, a design company out of London. Now, if you think about your startup at the moment and the resources that you have working for you, what you'll probably realise is that while some weeks, for example, the run-up to this week for us has been incredibly busy, other weeks you actually have quite a lot of downtime. Maybe you, maybe some of your developers, maybe some of your designers. So why not use some of that dead time? Use that resource to help somebody else out. Earn favour points, and then use those favour points to buy services that you would normally be spending hard currency to get. So I think this could be quite transformational. Everybody has something that they want, and everybody has something that they need. So come and join us, because I think between us all we can build a global